Hello everyone. This is a demonstration of a project for the class CSCI 586 Database Systems Interoperability. We calling it From Pen to Camera. This is a group 4 project and I am Shraddha Deshmukh. In this project we have tried to find a way to link information about movies that are based on books. What we do here is get information about books and movies from different sources like Wikipedia, IMDb and LinkedIn, and then develop book and movie ontologies theoretically and federate the two to then figure out links between books and movies. So let's start by looking at the ontology that we've created in Prodigy. So there are a bunch of classes that we've defined and they have different hierarchical structures as well. Book stores a list of books, characters are the characters in a specific book, a list of movies. There are distributors that distribute films, publishers that publish books, actors that act in a movie, authors write books, producers who produce movies, screenplay writers that write screenplays for movies. And all these classes are then related to each other by using different object properties like the ones that are mentioned here. And these object properties also have inverse of relations. So an actor has acted in a specific movie. The inverse relation for that kind of an object property is that a movie has a specific actor. So there is one object property that we should look at because that happens to be the core of this project, which is adapted from. This can be explained best with an example. Let's look at the example of Dear John, which is a movie, and it's adapted from a book named Dear John. This relationship is the most crucial one, and to find this relationship, what we did was we looked at the abstract that is present in Wikipedia for different movies. Like for the movie Dear John, there is this line in the abstract. It is an adaptation of Nicholas Sparks' novel of the same name. So we did a natural language processing of this abstract, and using these kind of keywords like adaptation of or adapted from or inspired by or based on, we found the books that movies are adapted from, and that information was then added to this particular ontology using the adapted from relationship. So that forms the core of the project. There are data properties like gross revenue, book genre, movie genre, published on, released on, that or store specific data related to specific classes. So we can now fire queries on these on this particular ontology and infer more information from what we already have. So I've compiled a list of a few queries here, and we can just start by taking a look at them. So to list all the actors in a movie, this is the query. So if I were to use that, we need to make sure the reasoner is working. The reasoner is started. So we're using fact++, and once I start the reasoner, what the reasoner does is checks for consistency of the ontology. And since there is no error message or anything displayed right now, the ontology seems to be consistent. And so we're going to execute this particular query, which is to find all the actors that have acted in Dear John. So when you execute, this is what you get. These are the actors that are present in this particular ontology who seem to have acted in Dear John. And the next query is to list all movies that an actor has acted in. So we're trying to find the list of movies that Channing Tatum has acted in. So this is the list of movies that we get. All movies that are based on a book. So movies that are based on the book Dear John. So there was one movie made based on the book Dear John, which is called Dear John as well. Then all the movies that are based on books written by Nicholas Sparks. So there were 3 movies made of the data that is present in this ontology. that was that were based on 3 different books written by Nicholas Sparks. Then all books written by author that were based on the genre romance. So these are books written by Nicholas Sparks, which are of the genre romance. Movies based on books of the genre romance. So this is a more generalized way of looking at it, and here are all the movies that are based on the books of genre romance. Obviously, once more data is added, we get a more comprehensive list, and such information and more can be inferred from by firing different queries on such an ontology. And if we use these programmatically, then well, so this can be used in search engines and in specific applications that have to do with uh, movies and books. So uh, an extension of that particular application which has uh, the means to programmatically query such an OWL file or such an ontology um, can really enhance the application pretty well. This concludes the presentation, the demonstration of the core idea behind our project. Uh, Thank you very much for watching.